Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl, Sakura1 here, back with my Persona 4 Dancing All Night Story Mode Let's Play. Last time, we saved the last two Kanami Kitchen Girls. All four of them are now safe, as well as Miss Ochimizu, for now. And we also got to see Rise dance, which was awesome because I love the song Now I Know. Beautiful song. But now, it's time to begin Chapter 4, which will involve Kanami, or Kanami, however you want to say her name. Both are right. So yeah, I forget which songs she gets, but it's gonna be fun. So just keep in mind, all of this is happening while the first two chapters are happening. Let's go. This is all kind of happening at the same time. Yeah, see?
Let's go, everyone.
Right.
This is when you and the group goes in. This is everything that happens while they're inside there. In the midnight stage world, I guess we could call it. Miss Ochimizu gets pulled in, and Yusan and his friends jump into the plasma as if they're chasing after her. About half of the people who were here just a moment ago vanished in an instant. What just happened? I don't even know what the heck's going on here. All I can do is stand dumbfounded in place.
Huh?
Whoa, wait, no.
I gotta get a good feel for her voice.
Yusan? Miss Uchimizu?
Where'd they go?
Huh?
They're gone. I can't blame her for being weirded out.
What's wrong, Kanami-chan? You seem flustered.
Inoue-san wasn't here a moment ago, but he seems to have noticed something weird in the studio. He comes over to me quickly, but he still looks pretty composed. When he sees I'm alone, Inoue-san takes a look around before giving a little sigh.
Huh? Where's
Oh,
Miss
boy.
Ochimizu? Oh dear, and she said she would look after Kanami-chan while I was taking a call.
Inoue-san, this is terrible. I mean, this is really bad!
This is really bad!
What do you mean?
I do my best to explain what happened to Inoue-san, who's tilting his head dubiously. But, as I'm explaining things and sorting out what happened in my head, I get the feeling there's no way he'd believe me.
Ribbons? That's what took Miss Ochimizu, Rise-chan, and the others?
Yep.
I'm telling the truth. It really happened, didn't it?
Trying to get him to believe me, I turned to the cameraman for support. They should have seen everything that happened. The cameramen nod, still taken aback, but Inoue-san just smiles at them in response.
I'm gonna have Kanami-chan take a break, if that's alright.
Yeah, they don't believe her. I mean,
Odd.
who
Miss
would?
Ochimizu isn't picking up.
Because she's not in our world.
It really happened. I mean, I saw with my own eyes.
I know. I'll manage somehow, so don't worry too much about it, Kanami-chan.
Oh boy.
I just needed to confirm the password on the documents. Miss Ochimizu said it, and it's 4 digits, so I have an idea what it might be.
It's no use. He's not listening to me. Inoue-san's tone is calm as always, and I doubt he's believing anything I said.
Inoue-san.
This is tricky, though. We already can't reach the Kanami Kitchen Girls, and now add Miss Ochimizu to the list. This is just gonna end up adding more fuel to that rumor.
What rumor?
Oh, haven't you heard? There's been a rumor going around about the LMB website. It's absurd, but supposedly if you visit the LMB website at midnight, it plays a cursed video. They say people who watch it get taken away to the other side and never wake up again.
Yeah, they're spirited away, in other words.
A cursed video?
It's been good for the website's hits, and interest is certainly up as a result. But considering the details of the rumor, it's hard to be too happy about that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Other side?
I don't know why, but my head suddenly feels all hazy, and I end up zoning out. Seeing me react, Inoue-san nods like he's just reached a decision on something and sighs.
You seem a bit drained, Kanami-chan. You're free to take the rest of the day off.
Huh?
Things could get complicated in light of these events, so leave things to me. I'll adjust your schedule and contact you with the changes later. So if you're not feeling well, try to rest up for now.
But I have a magazine interview after this.
We'll have to cancel it. We don't have the whole group together after all.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's nice that he does seemingly care. He doesn't want their health compromised. Despite being idols, he wants them to take it easy if he thinks they're pushing themselves. That's nice to see. Inoue-san's words make me remember. Right, Tamamine and the others are still gone. Though it makes me a little sad, I quickly realize now's not the time to get all wrapped up in that.
But Inoue-san, we gotta look for Mizochimizu and the others.
Kanami-chan.
Okay, I understand.
Aww,
I'll check in with you later, so make sure you get some rest.
she's really sweet. I like Kanami.
Excuse me.
You never meet her in Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden. This is when they first actually give her a character, and she's actually really nice. It only takes a few minutes to get from the studio to the dressing room, but this time, the trip feels melancholic and far away. I pressed the issue one last time before I left, but all he told me was that he'd do something about it. I was forced to back down. It was like I was being shooed away. Maybe I'm too timid. Rise-senpai told me the same just yesterday. Just yesterday, too. I can't keep being like this.
I'm positive Inoue-san doesn't believe me.
Yeah, he doesn't.
What happened a minute ago? I hope Mizochimizu and the others are okay.
We'll see.
What should I do? What am I supposed to do? The police. Oh, no use. They'll never believe me. The agency. Wait, that's Inoue-san, so that's no good. Oh, the PR team. Yeah, no. They just end up hating me.
All's lost. Completely forsaken. A total retreat. The shutdowns keep piling up in my mind as I droop my shoulders in defeat.
Oh, seriously? What do? I guess I should change for now. Oh, I just have to think about it on the way home.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, this costume's so tight in the chest. Have I gained weight? Nah, no way. I can't sit myself up and back anymore either. Even the buttons seem like they're gonna pop off.
Yeah. Gee.
It's finally off.
There's a reason they made it tight. I like her casual look. It's actually adorable. I would maybe take the barrette off her bangs, but otherwise she's really adorable. Just like that. That's right. The teen idol Kanami is just a disguise to hide myself from the world. The real me is... what is the real me? Nothing special in particular, I guess. I'm just an ordinary girl.
Plain clothes are plain great.
Hell yeah. They're comfy. Or at least they can be.
Damn it, where'd he go? The cops! Call the police! Oh, this is no good at all. We gotta hurry and find him!
Uh-oh. Sounds like trouble.
The police? Are they shooting a movie?
As I'm wondering what all the fuss in the hallway is, the dressing room door suddenly opens. Even Inoue-san knocks before entering, so I have no idea who'd be barging in like this. The man who comes in is out of breath and darting his eyes around shiftily. I don't recognize him at all.
Who are you? Do you have the wrong room?
Where's Kanami?
She's...
I'm talking about Kanami Master, the one who signed with Takara Productions. Who the hell are you? Why are you here?
Good thing she's out of her costume.
Me? Well, oh!
He has a knife. The stranger grabs my arm and glares at me with a scary expression. Something's not right about this person. Now that I look closer, he's gripping something in his right hand that looks like a knife. Am I in a pretty dangerous situation right now?
I need Kanami
Yes.
to lift the curse. I accidentally saw that video. Without her blood, I'll be taken.
Curse? You don't want blood! You really don't!
Kanami-chan, are you alright?
Kanami-san, is everything okay?
No, it's not. The door slams open and the staff comes pouring in. Looks like everyone was worried about me. Sorry, but thanks too. I silently thank everyone who came to help, even all frozen stiff and being used as a shield by the man behind me.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Don't come any closer. I'm serious. There's no way I'm letting some dead idol kill me.
Dead idol?
He's not picking up. Now what?
I think we all know that voice.
Jeez, Dad. You should have asked him where he was going to be.
And that one.
Well, yeah, but... Huh?
An intense-looking man passes by the door. He looks like a dad, and my eyes meet his for just a second. The man furrows his brow, seeing what's going on. His expression goes a little scary as he slowly walks into the dressing room. Who is he? I don't know this man either.
Look, just bring Kanami in here. If you don't, I'll...
Don't even think about it.
Yes!
Who are you? This ain't stage, pal. I'll do it, I swear. And if I'm doomed to die from some video, then I'm gonna... That situation's crazy.
Yes! Dojima with the save.
I said don't even think about it. I took vacation days to come out here. Don't make me do this crap.
I don't blame him for being annoyed. He came for a nice little quiet trip, and now he's dealing with police crap. It happened in a flash. I blinked, and suddenly the man using me as a shield was pinned down on the ground. Wow! I don't know what's going on, but this gallant hero from out of nowhere just saved me from a real crisis. That's when I hear Inui-san's footsteps. He appears in the doorway, startled by the sight in front of him.
Kanami-chan, are you okay?
Thanks to Dojima.
Don't worry about him. This guy won't be causing any more trouble. Right?
Right.
Yes.
Take him away, boys. This gallant hero Dojima keeps barking out instructions to the others around the room. Like it was totally natural for him to do. That aside, who is he? All I know is that he is a pretty impressive person.
You there. Sorry, but can you call the cops? I'm sure a couple of guys will be enough to keep this one in line.
Yeah. I think Dojima can't arrest him. He can do like maybe a citizen's arrest, but district-wise, I don't think he has the authority to actually arrest him.
Right away.
So yeah, they gotta use the local police.
You better not try.
I'm sorry, Dojima-san. I'll go with them.
Please do.
I'll be back soon. But can I ask you to look after her in the meantime?
Sure. I wouldn't know my way around here anyway, so go do your thing.
Thank you for your help.
Sure thing.
Kanami-chan, I'll drive you home later, so stay here. Don't worry, this man is Yu-kun's uncle.
Yes. He's amazing.
Oh, okay.
That was tense for a minute.
And then I heard this
Boy, was that scary, huh?
scary.
Wow, that was
weird.
pretty scary.
That's over with.
That was an awful spooky situation, but thank you, Dojima, for the save again. Yukon, huh? That does sound familiar, so I think for a moment who it could be. Oh, but before that, I need to thank him.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. That must have really shaken you. You're safe now. The city's no less dangerous than it always was, but I didn't think I'd stumble across a disturbance this fast.
Yeah, you just arrived and had to deal with that. Sorry, Dojima.
Oh no, it's partly my fault for being absent-minded all the time. I'm gonna get it from Inoue-san again.
Nah, I don't think he'd be mad at you. You went in the back to change. What's the big deal?
Wait a sec! You're Yusan's uncle?
I guess maybe Kanami could have locked the door behind her, but...
Yeah. I'm Ryotaro Dojima, and this is my daughter, Nanako.
Nanako! Yes! The most precious child in all of gaming. And no one can tell me otherwise.
Golly, Yusan's uncle sure is tough.
Oh, hell yeah, he is.
Oh, I'm Kanami Mashita. Pleased to meet you.
Mashita? I've heard that name somewhere. Come on, Nanako, say hello.
I'm Nanako Dojima. Are you Kanami?
Nanako!
Wow, you're so cute, Nanako-chan.
She is.
Wait, huh? Yes, that's right. You know who Kanami is.
Of course. She's a kid, and you're a teen idol. They look up to people like you.
It really is Kanami. Dad, it's Kanami.
Oh, she's so precious. I love her.
Kanami. I do remember an event at the Inaba police station with some honorary chief that got cancelled. Then does that mean you're a celebrity or some such?
Basically.
Yup. Even if I don't look like it, I'm an idol. Huh. But why was the police station event cancelled? Sorry, I can't remember now.
No, that's okay.
But, so you're from Inaba, Dojima-san? My dad's a police detective.
Yes, he is.
Whoa! A police officer? No wonder he's so strong.
No.
Oh, he's Yusan's uncle and a detective. He might actually listen to me.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no need to be all nervous. Just do what you want until that Inoue guy gets back.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Now that Inoue-san and the staff have left, this dressing room is finally settled down again. Now it's just my rescuer Dojima-san, his daughter Nanako, and me left here. This is my chance. Now may be my only opportunity to bring up what happened to you-san, Mr. Chimizu, and the others.
Dojima-san, can I ask you about something that might sound really weird?
Sure. What is it?
I'm sure he's used to weird things at this point. Seeing that he's willing to hear me out, I explain as best I can about the insane incident I saw earlier. I don't know if he'll believe me or not. Even I know that it all sounds ridiculous. But this is all I can do right now.
And then? You, his friends, and this woman Ochimizu got snatched away by this ribbon thing?
Basically.
I'm telling the truth. Also, I don't know if it's related or not, but Sumamine and the others are missing too.
Sumamine?
She's in my group. We lost contact with all 4 of them yesterday, and...
I'm not doubting what you're telling me, but the details are a little...
Crazy? I know.
No, I know. But still...
Under normal circumstances, I'd tell you to go to the local police, but I can tell that's not easy for someone so high profile.
Yeah.
Anyway, the police won't take any serious action just because someone's been missing for a day or two. And again, I haven't been able to reach my nephew. It also concerns me that Yu hasn't contacted me at all when he knew we'd arrive today.
I'm sure he didn't expect to be gone this long either. It's no good. Now that I think about it, Dojima-san is a detective too. He's part of the police. so we might not listen to such an outrageous story. I feel so frustrated at my own powerlessness for getting all worked up and nothing. And now, I might have told the wrong person. I can't help but groan in frustration.
Aww. Dad, you're not going to help Kanami?
Looks like there's a lot in this world that I just don't understand.
Uh,
Do you have any leads?
Not off the top of her head.
Huh?
I'm asking if you have any leads I can work off to investigate this. I can't help you if we have nothing to go on.
Oh, you mean clues, right?
Yes. Try and think. Dear Lord, I was so desperate to have him believe me about what happened to them that I didn't even think about what would happen next. I gotta stop relying on other people for everything. Come on, I need to remember something that might be a clue.
Oh, the cursed video.
That's a start.
A cursed video plays at midnight on the Love Meets Bonds Festival website. They say if you watch it, you never wake up again.
A video? Huh. That guy from before was yelling something about a video.
Yes, he was.
He said that he was afraid of getting killed by a dead idol.
How in the world would a dead person kill anyone? Well, anyway, I'll look around here and see what I can turn up. At least until I hear from you.
Good idea. That's something.
If they really have gone missing, I'll file a report with the police. And I'm sorry, but if it comes to that, we'll need to take your statement.
Of course! I'll do anything to help out. Well then,
I reach towards my pocketbook on the desk. I'm a little scatterbrained, so I make a habit of writing down important stuff in my favorite pocketbook. That's why I was going to look at it, but then I actually remembered my schedule for tomorrow. All right, go me!
that's right! I'm free in the morning tomorrow, so I just have to help look into this. Then I'll just have to help look too.
Oh, I love her so much. Hearing Nanako-chan agree with me, I crouched down a little to give her a high five. I feel bad for Dojima-san, since he's here on vacation, but I'm so relieved to have someone so reliable giving me a hand. I gotta do my best to help him out tomorrow.
Sheesh, they're treating this like some kid's game. Anyway, that kid better not be sticking his head into any nasty business again.
Well, you see, Dojima, trouble kind of finds us. Just saying. But fair enough. After I said goodbye to Dojima-san and Nanako-chan, Inoue-san drove me home, and I did some quick shopping at a nearby store. I had to deal with a lot of stuff today, both normal and weird. But I'm finally back in my safe haven, my comfy old home.
I'm back! Although there's no one to greet here. It'd actually be a big problem if there was someone else here.
Yeah.
Oh, my pea sprout friends are growing nicely.
Aww.
I bet they'll be ready to harvest again soon. I watered the good old daikon radishes just yesterday, so they're still good to go. I'm pooped. Too much going on lately. But I got Dojima-san's number, and I've reviewed my schedule for tomorrow, so...
All good to go?
Yep, I'm all set. Sumomine, Tamamine, Domamine, Nosamine. I wonder if they're all okay. I wish I'd gotten to know you all better. Where did you go?
Aww. It's true. We belong to the same agency and the same group, but since I'm so busy, I didn't get many chances to open up to them. I mean, when I had time, I listened to everyone's problems, and they'd tell me tons of stuff too. It's not like I didn't try to become friends with them. Still, after seeing true friends like you-san and his group, I wonder if I had really made an effort with my friendships and my confidence drains away.
Nope, I've got no time to be bummed out about this. let's see what's up online. Let's try video, idol, and I guess curse too.
I guess it can't hurt.
Holy moly! It's got this many hits? Damn! Huh? Wait a minute. I knew it. A bunch of these are specifically about the festival.
Uh-oh.
Poor head's hurting. Maybe I caught a cold. Ugh, I'm so tired now that I'm back home.
I don't blame her.
Was I asleep? Sorry, Mizochimizu.
I wake up to music playing from the computer in front of me and try to remember what I was doing. My head is all fuzzy. Oh yeah, I was going to check about that rumor and I fell asleep. Huh? But isn't this music?
This is the LMB website. Did I open this?
Maybe. Or maybe something spooky is happening. Oh, cutscene. Oh. The time.
Nah, there's no way. I just have to take a bath and go to bed.
Oh boy. Enjoy, gentlemen.
Gotta wake up super early, so I just have to get my beauty sleep. What do I do tomorrow? Maybe I have to take all the garbage out. Ginger was on sale today. Gonna make tasty macaroni.
Uh-oh. Well then. The next day, I contacted Dojima-san and met up with him and his daughter at a library near my home. Luckily, my place isn't too far from the arena where LME Fest will be held. So, this library is pretty close to where Dojima-san and Nanako-chan are staying.
Oh, I can't take any more. My brain's gonna explode if I jam any more words in there.
What's this? You've barely gotten through half your share. You're the one that asked me for help, you know.
I know, but why are we at a library? I thought since you're a detective that we'd do stuff like follow suspects and go on stakeouts.
Well, we would if we had a suspect right now, but we don't.
And who would we follow? Where will we stake out? I haven't even confirmed yet that what you told me is true.
See?
Though I admit, I still haven't gotten any word from the kids. But at their age, not being around for a day doesn't mean I can declare that they've gone missing.
Huh? Oops, sorry. So you don't believe me, Dojima-san? But I'm honestly telling the truth.
Seeing doubt from my rescuer, I can't help but stand up and protest. I thought he believed me. I know I shouldn't be raising my voice in the library, but I still can't back down from this.
I know, so sit back down. I don't doubt that you saw what you told me you did. I said so yesterday. But in my experience, cases like these tend to have a trick behind them that makes people see what isn't so.
A trick?
Right. That's why things might have happened just the way you described them. But your account alone doesn't prove whether this incident is supernatural or not.
Good point.
Then again, some things in this world just can't be explained.
Yeah, like what happened to Nanako. Yeah. The whole TV world, which you didn't see, but we told you about. With that, Dojima-san glances towards Nanako-chan. Oh yeah, and the fact that she came back to life. Yeah. Can't forget that. Has he been through something with Nanako-chan that can't be explained? Yeah. Her coming back to life when she technically shouldn't have. I'm pretty curious, but I try and steer the conversation back on topic.
There are computers over there, though. Wouldn't it be faster to just search the internet than deal with an avalanche of paper?
Yes and no, it depends.
Just leave that to the professionals. I've asked an acquaintance of mine to look into that a bit.
Someone in the police department? Wow, you really are a police detective, huh?
Yep.
He's doing it as a personal favor, and he's already found some fishy business.
Hearing Dojima-san say fishy, I sneak a sniff of my own wrist. Weird. I was tired yesterday, but I made sure to take a bath before. I just had to go to bed.
Fishy?
No, not you, but let's leave that aside for now. The thing is, information you find on the internet is like a bunch of unwanted gifts from heaven knows who. Unless we have a good handle on what's right or wrong, we can't get what we need from it. So it's faster in the end to just find the information you need on your own.
Oh, is that how it is?
Weren't you going to do anything to help out?
Yeah, you did say that, didn't you?
Of course. I have to do everything I can.
At Dojima-san's words, I pull myself together and dive back into the storm of text in front of me. Yusan and the others are in trouble. After all, if I don't do this, who will?
Can I ask you something, Mashita? You just met you and his friends, right? Why are you going out on a limb for them?
They called me a friend.
Aww.
I've been an oddball ever since I was young. I rarely had friends.
Same.
I went into showbiz because I looked up to this certain lady, and I've been lucky enough to make it a career. But even now, I don't know how to be friends with the other members of my group. So, that's why it made me real happy for those guys to call me their friend.
Aww.
I see. Well, tagging along like this is fine, but all you can help out with is digging up information. Refrain from doing things on your own or making careless actions. Don't go about sticking your head in any deeper than necessary. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'll do it. I'll help out. I'll help too.
Nanako!
Is that so? Then we just have to investigate this together.
Oh, of course.
I just have to investigate. Yay!
Oh, this child.
Give me a break. Well, anyway, let's keep looking around. You start looking through those gossip magazines and find any articles that might be related to this case.
A troubled look appears on Dojima-san's face, while Nanako-chan smiles. I'm so happy. Yusan's group called me their friend, and even though my story makes no sense, Dojima-san's still helping me. A warmth fills my heart, a feeling like I'm not alone in this.
What about me? Should I look through gossip too? This one with a lady in a swimsuit on it?
No, Nanako. No, that's not for you.
No, you don't need to read that. You should...
You're too pure. No.
You'll be our supervisor, Nanako-chan.
Yeah, there you go.
This stack is the ones we've already read, and these are the ones we haven't looked through yet.
Yeah, you could keep them organized so they don't look at the same thing twice. There you go.
You just hand them to me and your dad from the right stack so we know which one to go through next.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, I can do that.
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Oh.
Sorry for saddling you with her, too.
Oh, please.
Oh, not at all. Now, time to start investigating.
That's right. So start reading.
Let's see. Articles that might be related to this. Hottest idols. Oh, Kanami Kitchen's in 6th place. Senpai's number 3? Yikes, we're still far behind her.
Wow, go Rise.
No, this definitely isn't it. It has nothing to do with what's going on. Cyber terrorism? Like computer viruses and things? Wait a second. Viewers of a music festival site have fallen into comas. Is it a curse? Or is this what doctors are calling mass lethargy syndrome?
Now you're catching on.
Dojima-san!
Mass lethargy syndrome. That's a phrase I hadn't expected to come up here.
Yeah, I swear they bring that up in Persona 3. I think it's a reference.
Do you know something about it?
It's gotta be.
It's exactly that fishy business I mentioned earlier. I met with my local contact this morning and the same topic came up. We didn't talk about the victim's current state, but the way this article talks, it sounds like it's claimed a number of people.
Yeah. Since we know from Yu's side of the story so far, yeah, a lot of people have been affected. So, yeah.
This might
It's
be
bad.
worth looking into. I'll see what I can find.
That would be great! Thank you!
I think I was helpful. Feeling a little proud, I happened to look at the clock on the wall and panicked. Well, what the? I hadn't noticed, but it's already past noon.
Wait a sec. Ah!
What's wrong?
Rehearsal?
Oh no! I need to get going! I have a dance lesson this afternoon!
Don't worry about this stuff. You told me there's not much time until this festival thing, right?
Right.
Either way, I'll take things from here. You do what you have to.
I'm sorry. Kanami, are you leaving?
Yeah, she kinda can't be late.
We'll see each other soon, okay? Or, do you want to come along, Nanako-chan? Though, all I'm doing is having a lesson over at the studio. Really? I want to come!
Aww.
Nanako, don't bother the lady.
It's not okay? I wanted to hang out with Nanako-chan a little longer.
Aww. Who wouldn't? She's
That's
precious.
all well and good, but you're a minor yourself. You need to check with those who'd be responsible if anything happened.
That makes sense. Okay, I'll go check with Inoue-san.
Perfect.
Here I go.
Jeez, I can't keep up with these kids.
Oh, Dojima. Poor guy.
I got the okay! Inoue-san will drive me and Nanako-chan to and from the studio.
Hooray!
How's that?
All right, I don't know why you're so bent on this, but since you are, I'll ask you to look after Nanako.
Oh, sure.
Yes! Yay!
Oh. And just like that, I got Dojima-san's permission to take Nanako-chan with me to my dance lesson. If I'm being honest, I might have been a little hesitant to dance alone, since everyone's still missing. So I'm really glad I could stay with Nanako-chan at least. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yay, Nanako! When we reach the agency, Inoue-san heads on ahead to the studio to speak with my dance coach. I drop off my belongings and get ready for the lesson together with Nanako-chan before heading to the studio.
Good morning! Hello?
Ah, there you are. I've already spoken to your coach about Nanako-chan, so you can be at ease about it.
Oh, good.
Hello, ladies! Oh, what a cute little girl! Oh, however shall I cope?
Hello.
They mentioned a young girl would be visiting, but look at this cutie pie!
I mean, yes, she is. Nanako-chan hides behind me at the sudden christening by my dance coach's exuberant outburst. I can't blame her. Anyone would be surprised if a stranger suddenly started talking to them like this.
Oh, did I scare you? Don't worry, I don't bite!
It's okay, Nanako-chan. This guy is my dance coach. Coach?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's great. He comes on a little strong, but he's cool. Honest.
Yeah.
Why, Kanami, I'm hurt. Anyhow, I hope you have fun while you're here, Nanako-chan.
Seeing that Nanako-chan isn't so nervous around my coach, Inoue-san suddenly heads towards the studio exit. He's probably got work to do. Inoue-san may not look it, but he's always pretty busy.
Well then, I'd better step out for now. I'll come get you near the end of the lesson.
What's this now? You seem busy, Minoru.
Yes, a certain problem hasn't been solved yet after all.
Yeah.
Just let them be. Every child runs away from home sometime in their life. They'll come back sooner or later, so give them some time to let them sort out their feelings.
Coach, the children are right here.
That's right. Sorry, Kanami. Shame on me for bringing up such a delicate subject.
Oh, no. It's okay. Inoue-san, have you heard from any of the others? I guess not, huh?
Aw, yeah.
Well, not yet. But we're patching things up on our end, so there's no need for you to worry, Kanami-chan. I have to get going. I'll see you both later.
Alright, Inoue. Inoue-san leaves, and we're left with a weird tension in the studio. No, that's not right. Maybe it's just my mindset that's making things feel like this. I can't be like that. Nanako-chan's here today, too.
Well then, on with the practice.
Oh, Kanami, no. Your feelings are all over the map right now.
Huh?
I can see plain as the nose on your face that you're still fretting over what we were talking about. But you've got to let all that go, even if it's just for now. Otherwise, it'll show in the way you dance.
I guess, yeah.
It will?
You know it. Dancing takes the emotions you're feeling, whether you're sad or you're happy, and expresses them to the audience. So if what you're feeling is, I'm so lonely, then that's what the audience will pick up on.
Valid point.
Expression.
Uh-oh. A sudden sharp pain goes through my head, and I crouch down, almost collapsing. Ow! What is this? I didn't think I was getting sick or anything.
Dear, are you all right?
Does your head hurt, Kanami? No, I'm okay. I just got a little ache in the head. Okay, I've pushed it all aside. Let's get practicing.
Now that's a good look. All right, let's go over what we did last time some. Have you got the routine down by now?
Probably. Good luck, Kanami.
Aw, thank you.
So, let's see you do it. Ready, Kanami?
I'm ready to go.
Right, now I have to dance. Ready?
Okay, in that case, let's groove.
You're going to dance, right, Kanami? I'll watch from here. Good luck.
Thank you. We'll do our best. I actually did bump up the note speed. I turned it up all the way to 7, so let's see. I was able to get through Now I Know with a brilliant still on hard.
Okay, time to show what I'm made of.
Ah, I'm not very good at Shadow World though.
Rooting for you. Good luck. This is going well. There. 1, 2, 3. Hurrah! This is going well. There. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Yes.
Hurrah! 1, 2, 3. There.
2, 3, go.
Here goes.
The Shadow World. Dang it.
This is going well. There.
Always one spot.
Good. Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
Shadow World.
Oh, yeah! There.
There we go. Should still get it brilliant. But I got... Oh, 10 goods. Wait, I missed one?
Good mood.
Where did I actually miss one?
Promise you'll let me watch again sometime, okay?
Dang, where did I miss one? I didn't even see it. That's okay. I'm not the best at Shadow World. If you don't know where Shadow World is from, Shadow World is the opening song for Persona 4 Golden, and honestly, I don't like Shadow World. I'm just being honest. I prefer Pursuing My True Self, the original opening. If I had to pick one. I think it matches the tone of the game a lot better than Shadow World, but whatever. I still got a brilliant. I'll take it. Didn't even see where I missed one though. In the end, dancing is a lot of fun. When I'm not thinking about other stuff and dancing with everything I've got, I feel connected to the people watching me. After I finish the dancing and calm my breathing, Nanako-chan rushes over with a smile from where she was watching me.
That was cool, Kanami. It was so... Kanami.
Oh, you adorable child.
You look like you were having so much fun. I had fun watching it.
Oh.
Oh, that's great. Yay, Nanako-chan liked it. I was thinking dancing is fun while I did it, just for you.
Oh.
Knowing that my feelings are coming across makes me want to try even harder. I bet it was like that for...
Dear Kanami, don't tell me you're...
Huh? Ah! What did I say? I don't have anyone like that.
It's all right, Kanami. Being in love makes a woman sparkle.
She doesn't have anyone yet.
I'll keep it a secret from Minoru, okay?
No, I'm being serious. It's really not like that. I have no idea where that came from, and I didn't mean to say anything like that either. Panicking, I noticed the studio door opening out of the corner of my eye. Inoue-san, or as Coach calls him, Minoru, peeks in.
Hey there, how's it going? Looks like I might have gotten here a little too early.
Whoa! Hello again, Inoue-san.
What's up?
By the way, Kanami-chan, Dojima-san's here. It seemed like he needed to talk to you about something, so I had him wait in an open dressing room. Is that okay?
Oh, alright.
Dojima-san's here to see me? Yikes! I better not make him wait. I'll go see him real fast. Nanako-chan, wait here with Coach, okay? Do you need to talk to Dad? Okay, I'll wait here.
Oh, you precious child.
I mean, it's okay if you did, but you haven't said anything strange to Dojima-san, have you?
Oh, no, not at all. No. Not at all.
No way! Nothing funny, at least.
She says, lying through her teeth.
Well, all right. Go on then. It's just, Dojima-san is a professional. Be a bit more careful than usual what you talk to him about.
Sure.
You're okay with this?
Well, I'm not your watchdog. As long as what you're doing isn't dangerous, it's okay with me.
Okay.
Then again, I'm managing Risei-chan, so things like this feel like familiar territory.
Hey.
I better thank Risei-senpai then. Alrighty.
If Dojima-san's arrived this quickly, that means he might have found out something about Tamamine, Yusan, Miss Oshimizu, and the others. I couldn't even keep myself still after thinking that, and ended up power walking out of the room.
Isn't young love sweet? It gets you right here. It does.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah, Dojima's an adult, thank you.
Kanami is in love with who?
Nobody.
Well, that's... let's not pry too deep. Someday you'll learn the pleasures of having your own shocking love.
Yeah, when she's 18 or older.
I don't want to be shocked. It hurts.
Whether it hurts or not depends on you. It's the bitter memories that sometimes make life all the sweeter. Get past the pain and suffering, and it's a beautiful, rosy world that's waiting on the other side.
I don't know what you mean, but I do like flowers.
Ugh, you innocent little child.
Good answer.
She's too pure.
Say, would you like me to teach you a few moves while we're here? Might as well use the time we've got. I'll tell you what, it's on the house. You've used at least half a year's worth of luck just now, you know?
Really? I want to dance too.
That sounds great. I'd like to see Nanako-chan dance myself.
Yes!
It's a deal. I'll bring out your inner talent.
Okay, sounds good to me. Dojima-san had been taken to an unused dressing room, and he seemed pretty uncomfortable sitting there. As I come rushing in, I realize, too late, that I'm still drenched in sweat from dance practice. Can't do anything about it now.
Dojima-san, I'm sorry for making you wait.
It's fine. I should be the one apologizing. You were in the middle of a lesson, no?
It's no problem at all. I made sure to clear it with Coach. Are you here to pick up Nanako-chan?
Well, that too, but something's come up that I wanted to ask you about.
Me?
After I left you, I checked with a few publishers to see what they had to say about that mass lethargy syndrome.
Ah, yes. Do tell.
Long story short, it's the real thing. It's the doctors more than the police who've been getting agitated about it, though. Seems that there's been a noticeable rise in patients with those symptoms. A lot of them are hospitalized already.
Hospitalized?
Uh-oh.
No one knows if the video caused it or not. It's still possible that all the cases came down with it for different reasons. But one thing's for sure, this isn't just a rumor. It's clearly an actual case with real victims.
A case? That's scary.
It can be. Yeah.
Sorry, I phrased that badly. It could all be a coincidence, of course. But according to the doctors, all these patients have the same symptoms. On top of which, I keep coming across that rumor when I look into the victims. I don't have the whole picture yet, but it's hard to believe all these incidents are unrelated.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's gotta be a connection. We just gotta find it, right?
And one more thing. There was an odd account in one of the interviews the magazine journalist did.
What did it say?
One of the interviewees testified they were in the room when their friend was watching the video and got dragged in. This detail got my attention. He said he saw what looked like ribbons when the friend was dragged in.
Well, well. And what did Kanami or Kanami see? Ribbons. What looked like ribbons? That's what Dojima-san said. When Miss Ochimizu and Yusan and his group disappeared, there were these thin things that stretched from the plasma and tried to grab me.
Are you saying, is that the same thing I saw?
Well, we don't know yet. You said that Ochimizu and the rest were wrapped up in that ribbon-like thing and taken somewhere. Whereas the mass lethargy syndrome victims are in comas, but they're definitely in their hospital beds.
Which means they didn't disappear.
Trying to dig deeper into this is pretty frustrating. God, it all sounds so insane. But I can't deny the hard facts, the victims, and the witness accounts I keep running across.
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
No, you just want to help your friends.
Oh, I was just letting off steam. I'm actually more grateful to you. This is a strange case, but thanks to what you told me, I finally have a lead on it.
Perfect.
In any case, there's something I need to ask you about that rumor.
Sure. What is it?
Do you have any idea who this dead idol mentioned in the rumor might be? I'm looking into that too, but I thought it might be faster to ask you since you're in the business.
Yes.
Dead idol.
I mean, we know because they said it in the previous chapters. An idol that passed away. Since I'm in the same industry, I really don't want to think too much about it. But considering the situation, I think hard so I can help out. Huh, that reminds me. Haven't I heard something like that before? Who did I hear it from? Miss Ochimizu? No, that doesn't seem right. I'm trying to remember, but I'm drawing a blank, and my head feels all fuzzy. I try even harder to remember, and this time, a sharp pain goes through my head.
Ow.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
I'm okay. This has been happening every now and then lately.
If you're not feeling well, you should see a doctor. Body is your career, right?
I mean, yeah, but...
Right. Still, I don't know who that idol could be. It would help if I knew which agency she was with, or any other details about her.
Alright, I'll look into that.
Thanks, Dojima. Coming in clutch as always.
I'd caution you against going around telling anyone else about this.
Oh? Why does it have to be a secret?
Who'd believe you if you told them people were getting tangled up in ribbons and taken off somewhere?
Yeah, another good point.
Even if this case is just the way you describe it, the police will need some evidence before they make a move.
Yeah, that too. He believes us, but to everyone else, no. They would think it's nuts. And it's true, the police would need evidence before they can actually make a move and do anything.
If
Yeah.
spreading it around makes it harder to maneuver, then a detective has to stay quiet while they get the evidence they need.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Is that how it is? I'm not fully convinced, but I agree anyway. That's when I hear loud footsteps and yelling out of the hallway and getting closer. Wait, isn't that voice?
This is serious!
Oh boy.
What's wrong, Coach?
What's wrong? You're asking me what's wrong? Konami, you have to... Oh my, what a fine hunk of a man. Just my type. No, this is no time to be thinking with my nether parts.
Okay.
You just have to come with me. That girl's amazing. Let's get a move on, people. Oh, and feel free to come with me, sir.
Just as he says so, Coach takes my arm and runs out into the hallway again. He drags me backwards along with him, and as I'm scrambling to walk without falling down, all I can do is follow my coach.
Hey, Coach!
Did I just get invited along?
Yeah.
Hurry, this way!
What's going on? What's this about, Coach?
As I'm wondering what could have happened, Coach drags me to the studio I had been practicing in earlier. Wait, what? Well, the only ones here were Coach, Inoue-san, and...
Oh, it's Kanami and Dad, too.
I'm sorry I dumped Nanako on you. I stopped by to check in on her. Has she been any trouble?
Oh, not at all. You can see for yourself how taken the dance instructor is with her.
You can say that again. Wait, so this lovely gentleman is Nanako's father?
Yes.
This must be fate. A father and daughter, both with a hold on my guts.
Your guts?
I feel like normally you would have said your heart.
Guts, heart, whichever. Just take a look at this precious angel who's descended down to our beautiful transient world. Nanako, are you ready? Can you do it again?
You have to watch, Dad. I can dance now.
What? You can?
You can dance, Nanako-chan? That's amazing.
For being only 8 years old? Maybe almost 9, yeah. I see. I've been wondering who Coach was praising in that melodramatic way, but I guess it was Nanako-chan. Coach must have taught her something while I was gone, and I guess it must have gone well enough that he wants her to show us.
Come on, Kanami, get with the program. Nanako's nervous, so give her some advice.
What? Me?
You have to have fun.
Have fun while you dance. That's the most important part of it, Nanako-chan.
I mean, yeah. Even if you stink, you just have fun with it. I can't dance at all, but
I heard that.
I have
It's
tried.
true.
It is fun. I just know I'm bad at it.
I mentioned this once already, but you're not fooling anyone if you're not enjoying yourself. That's the truth.
Okay, you have to watch too, Kanami. Of course, I'll be watching close from the front row seats.
Aw.
Here goes then. Let's groove.
Yes.
Nanako-chan's dance.
Let's groove.
I should watch carefully. Who knows? I might learn something from her.
You never know.
Let's get it started now.
Do you think I can do this one too?
Yes.
June.
Junesu.
Wasn't that great? Here. Wasn't that great?
I hope I didn't mess that up. No! No! No. I'm getting too many goods and misses.
Do your
Uh-uh.
best, Nanako.
Nanako must do this perfectly. Dang it, I got a good there. Hey, wait. Dang it. Dang it. Every day's great at your genius.
Let's turn it up!
Great at your genius. Dang it. No! I always mess this up. Why? How did I let go too soon there?
Let's turn it up!
Junetsu. Dang it! Do I get it brilliant?
Brilliant!
I missed one! The shame of it! That's fine. I don't like misses, but I can tolerate one, I suppose. Ah. I've always not been the best at that song either. I don't know why. After Nanako-chan finished dancing, my mind went totally blank for a moment. I mean, the choreography Nanako-chan just did. Those were the steps I've been practicing lately and couldn't get the hang of. She just picked it up naturally. Nanako-chan, she's kind of scary.
What? Weren't those the steps to the dance I did earlier?
I guess so.
Weren't they? Remind me, how long did it take you to learn those moves?
2.5 weeks.
Nanako's a natural.
Amazing. I saw her practice myself, and it's still hard to believe. Nanako-chan might have some real hidden talent.
Yeah.
No mites about it. She's definitely got what it takes. Believe me, I'm surprised too.
Huh. If I asked you to work with Nanako-chan, do you think you could get her to a presentable level by tomorrow?
Of course I can. Just what are you up to?
You make it sound rather sinister. Still, Nanako-chan, if it's okay with you, would you like to appear on TV with Kanami-chan?
Yay!
Hey, wait a second. Did you just ask her to?
Yep, they want her to go on live TV.
TV? I'm going to be on TV?
Yep.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. I think the viewers would love it.
Hey, don't joke around, okay? You'll hurt her feelings if she takes you seriously.
I assure you, Dojima-san, I wouldn't joke about this in front of you. We had an interview for the Love Meets Bonds Festival planned for tomorrow, but the girls we had lined up can't make it. It would help us out a lot if Nanako-chan would work with us.
Come on, this is too sudden. I mean, you want to put Nanako on TV?
It's all clean and above board, don't worry. We'll just show a clip about how practice for the festival is going. Kanami-chan is getting along so well with Nanako-chan that I thought she'd enjoy doing the interview together with her.
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Of course. Nanako-chan. Huh. I should call her Nanako-san from here on out. I'd be glad to have Nanako-san join me.
Aww.
That sounds so funny. I'd be glad to.
Still.
I get how you feel, Daddy. But don't you think it'd be wrong not to ask how she feels about this?
I mean, yeah, he should, but she's also 8.
Know something? 80% of the time, a child's talent is crushed by their own parents. According to my research, anyway.
Nanako, do you really want to do this?
Can I?
Oh.
I haven't agreed to this yet, but I should listen to what you want.
Would it make you sad if I was on TV?
No, of course not. I just want to make sure you don't feel forced into it.
Really?
Aw, he's so worried.
Yes, really. If you want to do it, then I'll cheer you on.
If Kanami will be there too, then I want to do it.
Aw.
I'm sorry. I'm just so touched. A beautiful love between a father and his daughter. It brings a tear to my eye. It does, it really does.
Aw.
Well then, Nanako-san, want to do some training at my place tonight? It'll be a girls-only thing. Girls only? Okay.
That sounds great.
Sheesh, how did this happen?
Oh no, sorry girls, but I can't help you two with this today. I've got prior engagements. So sorry.
And so, it was decided that Nanako-san would appear with me in tomorrow's filming. Since we needed to train a little more to get ready for tomorrow, Dojima-san decided he'd leave before us. I thought I'd have to go through all that filming all alone, so I was just happy that someone else would be with me in it. Nanako-san being allowed to appear in it with me and even stay over tonight made me practically giddy with joy. Alright, I'm gonna do my best tomorrow. After Nanako-san and I finished our lesson and Inoue-san drove us back to my place, we relaxed a bit before I decided to call Dojima-san. Nanako-san was even great at cooking, and help me prep for dinner. Even though I'm calling Dojima-san, I couldn't help but praise Nanako-san.
Yup, we made it home safe. Nanako-san is just fine.
Alright, sorry about all this. Do me a favor and tell her to behave.
Oh, she will.
Oh no, she's no trouble at all. In fact, she even helped me cook, which blew my mind.
Oh, well, I don't do much around the house. She should know how to do most things on her own.
Yeah, she's very mature for her age. We know that already.
I'll also need you to look after her when it comes time for the TV thing tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
She might be a little troubled since she's not used to that kind of thing, but back her up if you can.
You've got it.
Sure thing. I'll definitely back her up. While I'm thinking of it, thank you for looking into my problem.
I'll contact you again tomorrow. Good night, and sleep well.
Got it. Good night. What did Dad say? He asked me to look after you. He seems totally okay now with you being on TV. Yay!
Aww.
Your room is so pretty, Kanami. I wish I lived in a place like this too.
Do you? Well, maybe one day, when you're older.
It's nothing really. I have everything I need. But I'm not that good at decorating it to make it look cute. I mean, no one visits after all.
Well, you have a visitor now, don't you? I'm being honest. The only ones that have come to this room are my manager, Inoue-san, and Miss Ochimizu, just a few times. Tamamine, Tomomine, Sumomine, and Nozomin are all members of the same group, but we've never been to each other's places.
I think your room is cute. You even have that veggie strainer in the kitchen. Oh, wow! You noticed that, Nanako-san?
Yeah, she's smart.
I use that thing all the time. Not only can you use it for washing vegetables, it's great for conserving water. It's great! But for that to be the thing you notice, you'll make a wonderful bride for someone one day, Nanako-san.
One day.
Is there anyone you like? Anyone you'd want to marry? I want to marry my big bro.
Oh, Nanako. You innocent little sweet child. Yeah. She doesn't understand that you can't do that. Oh. Oh, you innocent little bean.
Wow, how bold. Oh, are you talking about Yusan? The guy who's gonna be on stage with Rise-san at LMB? That's Big Bro. Dad said that me, Big Bro, and him are a family.
I mean, we definitely are, but you can't marry him. He's your cousin, you
I'm so
goof.
jealous of you. That's wonderful that you're all together. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. And she really doesn't know any better.
It is. Do you have someone that you have fun being around, Kanami? Well, not really, actually. I do chat with the other girls in the group, but I don't see them much outside of work.
Aw.
I've never had any close friends since I was a little girl. Really? But there was someone I looked up to. She was the one who got my spirits up, and it's thanks to her that I pushed to become an idol. I think. Huh? I totally forgot. How did it go again? Oh. Oh, by the way, I like the song Inoue-san was playing in the car. You mean our new song? I'm gonna be singing that at the Love Meets Bonds Festival. Really? I learned some of that. I like the part that goes, always by your side, whether rain or shine.
Aw.
Huh? Was that in the lyrics? Uh-oh. Am I forgetting things again?
Maybe.
Wasn't it never telling you how I really feel? It is? I'm sorry. Did I get it wrong?
Nanako. No. You've done nothing wrong.
Give me one sec. Alright, where's those lyrics?
I dig through my trusty bag in search of the lyrics that Nanako-san mentioned. This bag that I bought online is a type widely loved by housewives, where the base can spread out. Oh, yikes. With reflexes that even surprised me, I catch my precious diary as it falls out of the bag. Whew, go me! I slip the diary back into the bag first, beaming, then notice the memo with the lyric right next to it. I pull it out.
Here we go. Let's see. Whoa, you're right, Nanako-san. That line I remembered isn't in this song at all. Oh man.
Whoops.
I'm way off my game. I sure hope no one brings tomatoes to LMB.
Oh.
Are you okay? Oh, my head hurts. Oh, maybe I'm tired. But it's okay. Tomorrow's always a new day, so I've gotta fire myself up. Yeah!
That's right.
Yeah!
Oh. Nanako-san's yawning. That reminds me, I completely forgot about the time. We came back together, had fun making dinner, then called Dojima-san. What time is it now?
Yikes! Look at the time! This isn't good at all! We just have to get to bed.
Oh.
Bedtime, Nanako-san! We're going to be on TV! If we show up with bags under our eyes, the makeup team won't be very happy about that.
Oh yeah, I imagine not. That stuff's hard to cover up.
Oh no, you can't sleep here! Here, we just have to take a bath and then go to bed. Come on, Nanako-san, up we go! Thanks, big sis.
Oh.
Whoa! Big sis? Oh my gosh!
She's so precious. Help. How could anyone not love her? Next day, Inoue-san came to pick me and Nanako-san up, and we drove to the PR studio at the agency. Nanako-san seemed a little nervous, but she did her best to listen with me to the stage program explained by Inoue-san. However, the rest of the group was still missing from the studio.
That's the current schedule. Miss Ochimizu is absent again today, but good luck to you both.
Thanks, Inoue.
Inoue-san, does that mean what I think it means?
Well, maybe. But then again, this isn't the first time she hasn't answered her phone for 2 days straight. I've already spoken to the agency about the rest of the group, so there's no need to worry about them either.
But it's been 2 days.
I know, but the agency can't make any more waves with the event organizers. We're checking out a number of possibilities as we speak, so I'm sure they'll turn up soon.
Well, we can hope so.
For right now, you just need to concentrate on your work. Okay, Kanami-chan?
I don't see how I can, but yes, sir.
By the way, Kanami-chan, there'll be an interview portion in today's shoot. I've spoken to the reporter already, so if they ask you about the rest of the group, make sure you say they're feeling ill.
Right.
That's not true.
Oh boy. That was the only way I could really protest at the moment. I feel like a kid having a tantrum. Inoue-san gives a small, troubled sigh before beginning to walk away, to get me prepped for the filming. That reminds me, there was something I wanted to ask him. I tried to stop him.
Oh, Inoue-san, I wanted to ask something about the new song's lyrics.
Good morning.
Too late.
Lousy
How
timing.
you doing?
I'll say. Lousy timing indeed.
Good morning. Thank you for coming today. You can ask me later, okay? For now, focus on your work.
Right. My question was drowned out by the staff coming into the studio, as if they were waiting for that exact moment. Inoue-san greets the staff as he walks away, and I'm left sulking over the question I was about to ask him.
That part in the lyrics. I wonder if it's just me misremembering.
Well, let's get on with it. We'll be shooting some coverage from the practice right before the music festival. Let's start by getting some comments from the performers. All right, roll cameras.
The long-awaited
Oh, boy.
Love Meets Bonds Festival is coming up this weekend. Today, we're visiting some of the performers on set. We're excited to join Kanami Mashita and Nanako Dojima. Hello, ladies.
Oh, hello. I'm Kanami Mashita, your prize cow. I sleep off every meal.
Oh.
I'm Nanako Dojima.
Oh, she's so nervous. Oh.
You are so cute, Nanako-chan. But don't let her looks fool you. This girl has some surprising hidden talent. We've been told that she's acting as Kanami's dance practice partner. Nanako-chan, what's it like dancing with Kanami? Is it fun?
Yes, it's fun.
Oh. She's really so dang nervous. Oh.
How cool for you!
I mean, I guess I would be too. Yeah. To be honest, the few times I have, like, sang chorus class when I was younger, yeah, I have a little bit of stage fright.
But I don't think I see the other members. Where are they today, Kanami?
Oh, right.
Well, they're always with me.
In spirit.
Huh? That's not what we were told, but... Oh, do you mean that though they may not be here in person, you're always together in your hearts? Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The festival isn't here yet, but I'm already sensing a powerful bond between the members of Kanami Kitchen.
Aw, thanks, I think.
Oh, do I need to wrap up? I'm sorry, it looks like we're out of time. Now, we heard that we might get a special sneak peek at the dance they've been working on.
Oh,
Oh, we don't have time for that either.
dang it.
Ah, but it seems we can at least fit one person's practice in. Okay, this seems like a great opportunity for Nanako-chan to show off her talent. What do you say?
Yes.
Huh? Is that okay?
Do it, Nanako.
Of course. Don't worry about it. Just show your fans across the country how amazing you are. I didn't know I had any fans, but if Kanami believes in me, then I'll try.
Atta girl.
Oh, how cute! Okay, Nanako Dojima, show us your dancing.
All right,
The music.
let's do this. You can do it, Nanako. Which song is this?
Will I be able to do this like recent?
Oh, Shadow World? Again?
If you're ever in trouble, I'll come help in an instant. Go, fight, win! Here. Wasn't that great? Ta-da! Here. Wasn't that great?
All right. So far, so good.
Let's dance, Nanako-san! Wasn't that great? Absolutely adorable! That was amazing, Kanami! You even sparkle when you're not on TV! Dancing with you is so fun, Kanami! Let's do it again! Here!
Nailed it. Nice. Yes! No! Dang it! Right at the end. No! Oh, I missed 2. Dang it! I almost got a King Crazy. Oh, I got 4 goods anyway. But dang it! That was a good run. Oh, I messed up right at the end.
I'm number 1. Your dancing is looking up, Nanako-san.
Oh, that hurts. I'll take it. Dang it! After watching Nanako-san's dance, the reporter is surprised, while the rest of the staff smiles in satisfaction. All right! Now that's our Nanako-san. She was having fun from the start to the finishing pose. It was so great. I wanted to break out and dance too.
Let's hear it for Nanako-chan's dancing. So much to look forward to at LMB. We're even told that Kanami will be debuting a new song there. The theme of her new song, Calistegia, is said to be about bonds. We can only assume that the bond between Kanami and the audience will grow even stronger through it.
Calistegia! That's right! Those lyrics! My doubts about the song come flooding back at the reporter's words, and I unconsciously focus on it, forgetting where I am.
Calistegia. Those lyrics.
Well, it seems we're out of time, so we'd better start wrapping this up.
Was I just misremembering? Always on the run from showing how I felt. Where did I hear that part?
To finish off, let's hear from Kanami how excited she is for Love Meets Bonds. Kanami? Hello?
Right! I'm super excited. I'll do my best.
Nice save. I did it again! Miss Ochimizu always scolds me when I space out. Even Inoue-san warns me about it. The reporter hesitates at my empty response, and an awkward silence sets in.
And there we have it, everyone. Come out to the Love Meets Bonds Festival to see Kanami perform live.
That's a wrap. Well done, Kanami-chan. Let's get going, guys.
Phew!
Thanks for your
That
time.
worked out.
Thanks
Oh,
for
man,
all the
thanks
hard
for all the
work.
hard
I think
work,
it
guys.
went real
Really.
well today.
I think it went well today, too.
Awkward ending to the interview, but it worked out. As the staff begin leaving, I'm left dejected with my shoulders drooped, and Nanako-san is looking at me worriedly. That's when Inoue-san approaches us. He has a smile on his face, as if my mistake wasn't that big of a deal. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but...
You both did well, especially with that dance. I didn't know you had it in you, Kanami-chan. It was brilliant how you said they're always with you. No one would keep pressing the issue once you put it that way.
Phew!
Why
That
don't we
went
take
very
a
well
break for
then.
your lesson this afternoon. There's catered lunch in your dressing room, so eat something if you can.
Sounds great.
Are you okay, big sis?
Oh, she will be.
Huh? Oh, I'm fine. I'm sorry for spacing out so much. Wait, I always do that. All right.
Don't we all
Check
every
out
once in a
what to
while?
Eat lunch. Nanako-san, we just have to charge off to the dressing room. Uh-huh. We just have to charge off.
Yes. Everyone needs sustenance. Now it's Kanami's turn. Food! Yum. With Nanako-san, I opened the door to the dressing room, and we're both stunned. What is this? Usually, there's just a single boxed lunch, but before us are tons of entrees, and a mountain of drinks and snacks as well. There are even expensive-looking boxes of sweets. It looks like they're gifts for us.
Wow, so much food.
So much that you'll never finish it.
Whoa! This is even fancier than usual. Am I being bribed here?
Maybe.
It's nothing like that. It's because Nanako-chan's here today, too.
Aww.
You can eat whatever you like.
Yay.
Can I have this one? It's like an inside-out Inari sushi.
You know what it is even without seeing the inside of it? You must be quite the foodie, Nanako-chan.
Maybe.
Uh-huh. I saw it on TV.
I wonder what Inari sushi actually tastes like.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, of course you can have it. You're free to have all of these if you'd like.
I'm okay with just this one. Thank you.
Oh.
You sure? Here you go.
Oh, I love her so much. Nanako-san accepts her lunchbox and thanks Inoue-san with a smile before turning to the table. That's so admirable that she's only taking one. If I didn't have to worry about my weight, I would have gone for all of these. Oh, now's not the time to get all impressed. This is my chance to ask Inoue-san what I couldn't earlier.
Inoue-san? There's something I want to ask about the lyrics to the new song.
Oh, right. You mentioned that before the interview today. Sure. What is it?
I think I had part of the lyrics wrong. There's a line that goes, always by your side, whether rain or shine, right?
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Why? Did I give you the wrong lyrics?
Oh, no, that's not it. It's just, I remember that part of the song differently. It went, never telling you how I really feel.
Oh, those are the original lyrics. They've been changed since.
The original?
A lot happened after all. Huh? I'm surprised you knew those lyrics, though. Ms. Ochimizu was the only one who'd know the old lyrics to that song.
Mizochimizu?
Mm-hmm. An idol named Yuko Osada with Takara Productions wrote that song before she passed away. It was shelved for quite some time, but Ms. Ochimizu brought it back to use as Kanami Kitchen's new song. Did she not tell you any of this, Kanami-chan?
Doesn't seem like it. An idol that passed away. The moment I hear those words, I feel a sudden kind of weight in my chest. But no matter how many times I try to remember, I can't think of anyone who's told me about those details.
I didn't know anything about that. Though Yuko Osada, I've heard that name before.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. She was a top idol at our agency at the time, but it seems she was quite upset over something. I don't know the reasons why the lyrics got changed, but there are rumors that Ms. Uchimizu may have been the one to change it.
Most likely.
That's odd, though. I mean, Yuko-san's legendary piece was Ms. Ochimizu's selling point for the new song. I remember her saying she explained that to everyone in Kanami Kitchen.
Yuko Osada, a legendary piece, Miss Ochimizu's selling point? Everything I just learned races through my mind. But why? I don't remember anyone telling me about this. Did Miss Ochimizu lie about it, or...
I was the only one she didn't tell. Why?
Inoue speaking. Oh, Coach. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Convenient timing.
Yes, the agency told me earlier. Oh, of course. I'll come right away. Yes, I'll be there soon. I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me.
Did something happen?
Things have been a bit of a mess with your dance coach. It seems Ms. Ochimizu didn't submit the invoice for the added dance lessons to accounting.
Well, of course not. I mean, Ms. Ochimizu was...
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it. I'll go talk to him myself. Anyway, I'm going to cancel your afternoon lesson. You don't have any urgent work, so feel free to take the rest of the day off. I'm sorry I can't drive you home, though.
Oh, okay.
Inoue-san excuses himself before heading out of the dressing room. The situation doesn't look like it's getting better anytime soon. I sigh, then try to sort through the new information.
What does this mean? I just don't get it. Our new song, the lyrics to Calistegia were changed. Were the words I knew the ones that Yuko-san wrote? She wrote our new song, an idol who passed away. A dead idol.
That's right! I had no idea when Dojima-san asked me about it, but could the dead idol in that rumor be referring to Yuko Osada? Now that some evidence has unexpectedly come together, I feel a chill down my spine at how eerie this all is. It's just like Dojima-san said, the facts of the case that keep getting uncovered are coming together like pieces of a puzzle.
Big sis, does your head hurt? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm sorry. Did I worry you? Do you want me to go get someone? Should we go see a doctor? Don't worry. I'm just a bit tired. Let's eat our lunches, Nanako-san.
Yeah, let's just eat.
Also, I'm going to try giving your dad a call.
Okay, yeah.
You're going
You
to
can
call
eat.
Dad? Okay.
You can eat. She'll make a
Yes.
phone call.
First, let's dig into this food.
Okay, never mind. They are both going to eat.
I really need to contact Dojima-san. Could the dead idol in the rumor really be her?
Evidence is pointing that way now, isn't it? But we'll just have to wait and see. Seeing that Nanako-san's been considerably waiting for me, I signal her to start eating without me, as I put my phone to my ear. The time it takes to go through my call history to find Dojima-san's number is just long enough for me to stew in my mind.
This is Dojima. What's the matter?
Dojima-san, I figured it out about that dead idol. A few years ago, someone with Takara Productions passed away. And Kanami Kitchen is going to be singing her song at the LMB Fest in a couple days. Ms. Ochimizu never told me, so I didn't know until just now.
Calm down, Mashita. You're certain about what you're telling me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It all makes sense when you think about it.
All right, let's meet up in an hour. I have some information too.
Great.
You do?
It'd be better to meet somewhere unconnected to your work. Any suggestions?
Somewhere unconnected to my work. Ignoring my son's doubt about Dojima-san's bizarre terms, I tilt my head and consider it. Let's see. We can't talk about stuff like this where there are other people, and it's gotta be unconnected to work. Oh!
How about my place? If you're okay with somewhere boring like that.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's boring or not. That sounds fine. It's the address where Nanako stayed yesterday, right? I'll be there in an hour.
Got it. It's not too far from here, so we should be arriving about the same time.
Perfect!
I'll see you in a bit.
As soon as he says those words, Dojima-san hangs up without any hesitation. What? Hey! I mean, he excused himself, but wasn't that a little too abrupt?
Jeez, that guy hangs up too fast. Dad's always like that. He only says things that he needs to.
She's right. He gets straight to the point.
I'm sure your dad didn't mean anything by it, but it's still a little blunt. Somewhere unconnected to my work, though. I wonder why he insisted on that.
So none of the evidence or information gets out? That'd be my guess. This is kind of crowded. it was fine meeting up with Dojima-san at my place, along with Nanako-san. But this place wasn't really intended for big gatherings of this many people. It isn't impossible to fit 3 people in here, but it wouldn't exactly say that there was enough room for all of us. And of course, I have practically nothing in the fridge to be a good hostess with, so...
I'm sorry I only had black vinegar. It probably would have been better to serve some tea. Especially since you took the time to buy cake.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, Nanako, but I need you to wait over there for a bit. We have some important things to talk about.
Yeah, grown-up talk.
Okay. So, what's this information you mentioned?
Don't be so hasty. Let's start off with what you were telling me. You figured out who this dead idol is, right?
Yep, at least we think so.
Well, I don't have any proof or anything, but I'm pretty sure. There used to be an idol at Takara Productions by the name of Yuko Osada. The song we're going to be singing at the festival is the last song she left behind. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but that song's lyrics were changed. And it might have been Mizo Chimizu who rewrote them.
That's all the information and speculation I've gained. At the time, I thought it was pretty solid stuff. But now that I've sorted through them, they seem kind of shaky. I suddenly feel guilty for calling up Dojima-san, an actual police detective, over such a small detail. My gaze falls a little.
The Love Meets Bondfest, a dead idol, and that group of yours. This shows they're all connected.
It certainly does.
Yes.
I found out a few things as well. I can corroborate that the dead idol in the rumor is Yuko Osada, just like you thought. My contact I mentioned before looked into the rumor and told me as much.
Aha! So we were right about that.
I trust my
Ha-ha-ha.
source on this one.
Oh, okay then. I guess I wasn't much help.
Not necessarily. You gave me a second source on what my contact told me. I don't see any reason to doubt it now.
Yeah, because now 2 people have confirmed it.
There's more to it, too. Remember the man who assaulted you in the dressing room when we first met?
All too well.
That whole needing your blood to lift the curse thing was bogus. No version of the rumor says anything about that.
So it came to that conclusion on its own? Creepy.
It must have been an exaggeration that man came up with on his own after he saw the video and started to panic.
I guess.
So you don't need to worry about masses of people out for your blood.
Thank goodness.
Oh, right. That's a relief.
As rumors spread, any truth in them fades away, and they pick up enough random details to become something else entirely. Dojima-san explains it to me with a sigh. He then tells me that the rumor of that video that appears at midnight has been called the Midnight Stage as well. It's the Midnight Stage because it comes on at midnight. That seemed pretty simple to me, but according to Dojima-san, that's how these rumors get spread easily. He looks so bitter when he talks about it. Like, it's stuff he's dealt with before, and I decided not to ask further about it. When he sees I'm not going to press him on it, Dojima-san gets back to the subject and keeps telling me about what he found.
The other information I have is about Yuko Osada. I looked into this myself. Right before her death, witnesses saw her arguing with someone. This person had managed Osada since her debut, and was her manager even at the time of the argument. They've been working hard together, and this person was passionate about Osada's career. That's why the witness testified that it was rare to see them quarrel like that.
Then, are you saying that Yuko-san was...
No, they were thoroughly questioned and found innocent in the matter of Osada's death. So they didn't kill Osada, if that's what you were asking.
Thank goodness, right?
But there's more to the story.
It would have been too easy if that was the case.
After that, this person quit Takara Productions. It's hard to tell, but the agency might have made them the scapegoat.
Oh, maybe.
But even so, they stayed in the industry, working as a freelancer, which they still do to this day. It's someone you know quite well.
Gee, who do you think it is? I'm sure all of you have guessed by now.
Wait, is it?
Toyoko Chimizu.
No, not Mizochimizu.
Right. Yuko Osada's manager at the time was Kyoka Ochimizu.
Wait, what? What does that mean? Why is everything so connected?
That's what we're gonna find out, right?
Calm down, Mashita. I know that's a hard thing to ask in these circumstances. I felt goosebumps from the moment you mentioned Ochimizu's name, too. Osada's suicide, a cursed video, your missing group mates, the festival coming up. At first glance, they all seem unrelated. But Kyoka Ochimizu is the common thread linking them all.
No.
There's no bones about it. I'll need to look into this Ochimizu.
Looks like it, yeah.
I just came out here to check up on those kids. And here I am, caught up in the middle of the showbiz world. I much prefer watching it on TV from home.
I don't blame you. Especially after what happened not that long ago for you. I was totally confused at what Dojima-san told me. If there happened to be some device that could look into my brain right now, I bet there'd be a huge field day happening amongst the information I can't come to fully understand. I don't know what's going on, but Miss Ochimizu is connected with everything we've discovered so far. Then, could she be involved with why the other members of Kanami Kitchen and Yu-san and his group have gone missing?
Are you done talking?
Yeah, I've said my piece. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on for so long. We'll be going now.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sorry about everything.
Anyway, don't let this bother you too much. I'll contact you again if I find out more.
Let's play together again later, big sis. Farewell.
Farewell. Oh, she's picked up the bear puns. Oh no.
Oh, for sure. See you. Farewell? Farewell?
Oh no. Oh, well, I guess that ends chapter 4. Huh. Yeah. Alright, that was actually shorter than I thought it would be. So that's good. Alright. So, I guess next time we'll be starting chapter 5. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, share it around if you want. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, where I talk about Persona a decent amount of the time, the link will be in the description below, as will the link to my Patreon if you would like to support the channel in that way. But yeah, next time, chapter 5. And the plot's already thickening a bit, so we'll see what happens. Until then, see you guys later.